Accelerating reform of the education system in order to expand preschool attendance and inclusive education and improve quality will mean that students are ready to cope with the challenges of the 21st century, and this will significantly contribute to the development of Montenegro. This was concluded at the international conference entitled Quality, Inclusion and Innovations, Foundations for the Future, the fifth event to be organised since July 2014 in order to highlight the fact that the success of the entire society depends on the quality of education at all levels, and that initiatives related to this issue should be at the top of Montenegro's development agenda. The conference, organised by UNICEF and the Ministry of Education, focused on three key challenges of Montenegro's education system today: learning social and emotional skills for the 21st century, providing good quality, inclusive education, and increasing access to and improving the quality of preschool education.
Education sector reform is never a movement from one static position to another static position, but rather it is a continuous effort to keep up with the pace of development and change in pedagogy and child psychology and child development, because it's an ever-evolving field, and globally we learn more about it year by year, and it's important to bring that knowledge to the heart of Montenegro so we can share from it and learn from it and grow.
Kompletno podizanje nivoa kvaliteta obrazovanja bez početka od samih osnova, od predškolskog obrazovanja neće dati onaj željeni rezultat ako to ne krenemo, kao što sam rekao, od samog predškolskog obrazovanja. Nova strategija koju radi Ministarstvo prosvjete daće jedan kvalitetan odgovor na to kako vidimo i gdje želimo da bude predškolsko obrazovanje u narednom petogodišnjem ciklusu.
The latest findings in a report assessing the role of the school in teaching positive values and virtues indicate that children in Montenegro are not always developing the emotional and social skills needed to be successful in 21st century society. For this reason, the Bureau for Education, with support from UNICEF and the Jubilee Centre for Character and Virtues of the University of Birmingham, launched an initiative in 4 pilot schools aimed at developing these 21st century skills through regular classes, using innovative teaching techniques and group work to increase children's self-confidence, curiosity and empathy.
Cilj ove naše inicijative zapravo jeste da usmjerimo ovako jedan vrlo svjestan i planiran i ciljan napor da ovu zanemarenu funkciju vaspitnu škole malo stavimo u fokus pažnje i da radimo na razvoju važnih vrijednosti i vrlina učenika kako bi ih pripremali da se uspješno suočavaju sa svim onim što ih čeka u budućem školovanju, u radu, u karijeri i u učešću u društvu.
We believe character, morals, values, virtues can be taught, and that there are a number of ways to do this. It can be taught as a specific subject, a discrete subject that fits within the school day, within the curriculum, and does do so in many aspects of education, be that as part of personal, social, health, moral education, or as a separate subject called character, called citizenship, and they all draw together, but also through specific school subjects such as English, math, science, geography, history, and so on.
The conference also focused on inclusive education, where both access and quality need to be improved.
Glavni cilj strategije jeste da se djeci s posebnim obrazovnim potrebama omogući pristup obrazovanju, pristup u smislu ispunjenja jedne od osnovne dimenzije procesa vaspitanja i obrazovanja, to je pravednost.
Preschool education was the third topic of the conference. Data from 2014 show that there are around 22,000 children between the age of 3 and 6 in Montenegro, of whom 52% are enrolled in preschool, but only 40% attend. For this reason, UNICEF and the government recognized the need for urgent expansion of preschool education. They came up with long-term solutions related to introducing a free 3-hour preschool preparatory program, which will gradually enroll all children between the age of 3 and 6 over a 5-year period.
Children, when they are very young and they go to early childhood education, for the first time they have a feeling what learning is. And their attitudes toward learning are formed there in the early years. So, and if they are positive, then they like learning, and they will, when they go later to primary school, they will have a positive attitude toward learning. But when they have negative experience, then the risk is that they will develop a negative attitude towards learning in general, and it will affect their children, the outcomes of the children.
The new preschool program in Montenegro would deliver a minimum of 600 hours of quality preschool education yearly to bridge the deficit that exists among children in relation to their preparedness for primary school.
Preschool education is not just about learning. It's the most important aspect in the battle against child poverty and intergenerational poverty. We know that one of the biggest costs to families living in poverty today in Montenegro is the educational development of their children. They are 10 times less likely to go to preschool than those in the wealthiest part of the population, and government has recognised this as an important part of the reform process. We hope you take the ideas that are discussed and take them back to your communities and your schools, and to really think about how do we continuously improve education of our children to ensure that they have what is, after all, their basic rights, the optimum opportunities to succeed and develop and contribute to their society in the 21st century.
Scientific studies worldwide show that quality preschool education leads to better educational achievement, adequate child development and reduction in the unemployment rate. Therefore, investments in preschool education are among the most cost-effective ones that can be made in order to improve the lives of individuals and the country as a whole.